Good morning, student. I am Dr. S.L. Verma, present with the new topic, that is potentiometer. Dear student, today we will discuss about the potentiometer and its applications, like comparison of EMFs of the given primary cells and the measurement of internal resistance of the given primary cell by using potentiometer, and some numerical problems based on the potentiometer and its application. Potentiometer, an ideal voltmeter which does not change this original potential difference need to have infinite resistance, but a voltmeter cannot be designed that having infinite resistance. A potentiometer is one such device which does not draw any current from the circuit and still measure the potential difference, so it acts as an ideal voltmeter. A potentiometer consists of a long wire AB, maybe 400 centimeter to 1000 centimeter, of uniform cross section and material having resistivity, high resistivity and low temperature coefficient such as constantan or magnin. Generally, 1 meter long pieces of wire are fixed on a wooden board parallel to each other with the help of the copper strips. A meter scale is fixed parallel to the wire, and a jockey can slide along the length of the wire as shown in figure. In this figure, this is the basic structure of the potentiometer. Now we move toward the principle of the potentiometer. We know from the Ohm's law V is equal to IR and R is equal to rho L upon A. So V is equal to I rho L upon A. If the constant current flow through the potentiometer wire of uniform cross section area A and uniform composition of material rho, then V is equal to KL, or V is proportional to L, or V upon L is equal to constant, that is called potential gradient. Its SI unit is volt per meter. The potential drop per unit length of the potentiometer wire is called potential gradient. From the above analysis, V is proportional to L. It means the potential difference across any length of wire of uniform cross section and uniform composition is proportional to its length when a constant current flow through it. When we draw the graph between V and L, we get a straight line as shown in figure. Now we will discuss about the applications based on the potentiometer. First application, that is comparison of EMFs of given primary cells by using potentiometer. To compare the EMFs of the given primary cell by using potentiometer, first of all we connect the circuit as shown in figure. Now key K and key in between A and B of the two-way key place and find the null point on the potentiometer wire. Let it is L1 from point A of the potentiometer. Then according to the principle of the potentiometer, E1 is equal to I rho L1 upon A. That's equation 1. Now for the same value of the current, remove the key from AB of the two-way key and place in between BC of the two-way key and find the null point for the another cell. Let it is L2 from point A of the potentiometer. Then according to the principle of the potentiometer, E2 is equal to I rho L2 upon A, that's equation 2. From these equations we divide the both and find the ratio of the EMFs of the cell. We get E1 upon E2 is equal to L1 upon L2. That means the ratio of the EMFs of the cells is equal to the ratio of the balancing lengths of the potentiometer. With the help of this formula, we can calculate the value of the EMF of unknown cell. If in this experiment the EMF of the one cell is unknown like E2, then we can calculate it with the formula of E2 is equal to L2 upon L1 into E1. To perform this experiment, some things or some points keep in your mind. First, the balance point will not be obtained on the potentiometer wire if the cell if the fall of the potential along the potentiometer wire is less than the EMF of the cell to be measured. Second thing, the working of the potentiometer is based on null deflection method, so the resistance of the wire become infinite, thus potentiometer can be regarded as an ideal voltmeter. The second application that based on the potentiometer, that is measurement of the internal resistance by using the potentiometer. To measure the internal resistance of the given primary cell by using the potentiometer, connect the circuit as shown in figure. Now key is placed and find the null point for the Lagrange cell connected in the circuit. Let L1 is the balancing length for this cell, then according to the principle of the potentiometer, E1 is equal to or E is equal to I rho L1 upon A. Now place the key K1 and remove the resistance R from the resistance box by 1, 2 or 3 ohm and find the null point for the resistance and the potential create across the terminals of this resistance, that is, let it is L2, then V is equal to I rho L2 upon A, that's equation 2. But from the definition of the terminal voltage, the terminal voltage across the terminals of this cell will be given by V is equal to E minus IR, where V terminal voltage, E EMF of the cell, I current, R internal resistance of the cell. Then our aim to find out the value of the internal resistance, so internal resistance R will be given by L1 minus L2 upon L2 into R. Again, to perform this experiment, the following things can be keep in your mind. The balance point will not be obtained on the potentiometer wire if the fall of the potential along the potentiometer wire is less than the EMF of the cell to be measured, and the working of the potentiometer is based on the null deflection method, so the resistance of the wire becomes infinite. Thus, the potentiometer can be regarded as an ideal voltmeter. On the basis of these applications, we solve the few questions. Question number 1. Two primary cells of EMF E1 and E2, where E1 is greater than E2, are connected to the potentiometer wire as shown in figure. If the balancing length for the cells are 250 cm and 400 cm, then find the ratio of E1 and E2. Dear students, see the figure. In first case, the both cells are connected opposite with each other. Then in first case, E1 minus E2 is equal to 250 into X. Similarly, for second case, the both cells are connected in series. Then E1 plus E2 is equal to 400 into X. Solve the both equations and find the value of E1 and E2. Then we get the ratio of the E1 and E2 is equal to 13:3. Similarly, the another question, that is question number 2, E2 is equal to 1.02 volt and PQ is equal to 1 meter. When switch S is open, null position is obtained at distance of 51 cm from point P. Calculate first potential gradient, second EMF of the cell E1, and third, when switch S is closed, will null point move toward P or Q? Give reason for your answer. Dear student, in the previous topic we already discussed the potential gradient will be given by K is equal to E1 upon L1 or E2 upon L2. Then in this condition, the potential gradient K is equal to E2 upon L2, that is equal to 0.02 volt per centimeter. And for the second case, the EMF of the cell E1 will be given by K into L, that is equal to 2 volt. For question number 3, when switch S is closed, null point is not affected because no current drawn from cell E1 at the null point. Dear student, in this topic or lecture, we discuss the potentiometer and its applications and find the working formula for the comparison of EMF and the internal resistance of the given primary cell. I hope you learn the topic very well and use this knowledge to solve the problems those based on the potentiometer. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.